What up? What up? We are live. And it's middle of the week, hump day. And that glare just is really bad, isn't it? It's hump day, but more than that, it's Christmas Eve, my friends. A special, special day. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, doo, doo. Here we go. It's a little better, not much. So it's Christmas Eve. And this time of year, usually the charts are pretty quiet. Just because of it being Christmas and Thanksgiving, usually November, December, January. So you'll hear on the financial news that it's profit taking because hedge funds and people on Wall Street, they have to do their year-end or their year-end budgeting or profit taking or whatever they have to do, right? They either have to cut their losses or take their profits at this time of year because we're about to go into a new year. And so it can be really volatile or it can be kind of quiet. And as you can see here on the 12-hour chart, we reached a bottom here. This was the 80,500. And then we've just kind of been slowly going up. So that's why I like to use parallel channels, is it just kind of lets you know, okay, are we moving up? Or because you can kind of look at this as going sideways as well. So watch, I'll show you 1 second. And really, in the grand scheme of things, price is always moving up and down, regardless if it's going in a parallel channel or not. It's always going to reach a support or resistance level. If it happens to coincide with a trend line, a vertical or a top or bottom trend line, that just makes it that much more of a support or resistance level. So as you can see right here, people who use parallel channels, price is at the bottom of the parallel channel, and you got prices also at the weekly low from last week, and it's at the high of yesterday. So it's a major level where price is at right now. So is it going to fall out of this channel here? Or are we going to bounce here and go to the top of the channel and test the equal highs up above us? And the only way to know that is time. You just have to be patient and wait and see what happens. That's all you can do. So there's no point in stressing over it. Like, that just puts undue stress on yourself. And in trading, it's just, if you ever feel like that, those are the days you probably shouldn't trade. Those are the days you should probably sit out. Because when you let emotions get involved in trading, it's just not a good recipe. So price is at a major level. So if you wanted to, so this is certainly a trade setup here. And if you're, I mean, technically the bias is bullish because we haven't fell out of this channel yet. So unless you're a bear and you want it to go lower, then you would be placing a long bet here, or you would be entering long contracts, a long position. So as you can see, I'm in my mock trading account here. And if you were on any, let's see, I think it was 2 videos ago, I was demonstrating how the liquidation levels work and stop losses and how those work. And as you can see, I am not in any position right now because I did in fact get liquidated. So that $9,000 that was in my mock trading account that I had been building up is gone. But it's all good because now actually this is a good teaching moment because, well, I can show you, I already claimed the money for today. So you go here and you hit this tap right here. And if you go, as you can see, this is blacked out because I already claimed my money for today. So my balance is now at $500. So this is perfect because a lot of people out there are starting with just $500. So you put $500 into a trading account. Okay. Boom. You got $500 in your trading account. Now, this is where this is where you can either be really smart and turn that $500 into $1,000, into $10,000, or you can just lose it and have to start over. That's kind of the beautiful thing about starting with $500 is if you lose it, no big deal, right? So, I mean, anybody can go get $500, and this is what a lot of people do, right? They'll take $500 to Wendover or Vegas or whatever, and they're like, "Okay, this is all I have. If I win, great. If I lose, no big deal." And that's how you should treat trading. You should never risk more than you're willing to lose. More than you're how does the saying go? Never risk more than you can afford to lose. Okay? Now, but let me show you how powerful leverage is with just $500. And I'll also show you, which I showed on my last video, what most people do and how and why they will lose money quickly. Because they go into it just like how I described. They're like, "Oh, it's just $500, no big deal. If I lose it, no big deal." But if you use proper risk management, you can turn $500 into $1,000 pretty quickly. Okay? So pay attention and I will show you how this works live and in real time, but in a mock trading account. Okay. That's also the beautiful thing about the trading platform that I use, which is FVMEX. And I also I linked my FVMEX account to in the show notes. So if you want to open a FVMEX account and use fake money to trade, and you can follow along with me and do exactly what I'm doing, and you can know exactly what to do because you're looking at exactly what I'm looking at. So there's no there's no hiccup in your get up because you're using exactly what I'm using. Okay. And also, if you use my link, you get a bunch of free goodies and a bunch of free gifts if you KYC. You don't have to KYC, but if you do, you get a bunch of free goodies. So do that. And also, one more thing. Sorry, I digress. If you use my link, you know you're using a safe link because it's not just some link that somebody spammed on social media saying, "Hey, check out my link. Go get," and then you click on it and it's a bad link. Okay. So if you know me and you like me and you trust me, then go use my link, get some free goodies. Do I get some free goodies? Yes, I get some free goodies too. But also, if you follow me and you know me, you know that I teach this stuff. You can do the same thing. Okay. You sign up for FVMEX. All right. You start to learn how to trade. And then you can either teach other people how to trade, like what I'm doing, or you can learn how to market and advertise, which I also teach. Okay. And then you can use your affiliate link to FVMEX. You just have to do it you have to promote it the right way. You don't just spam, you don't just post your link willy-nilly, in groups or whatever and say, "Hey," you don't spam people. That is not how you make money marketing affiliate links. And again, I know there are people out there that's what they teach you to do. Oh yeah, just go post your link in groups and you'll get sales. No, that's not how it works. Okay. But I just want to be upfront and honest with you that yes, I will get goodies as well if you sign up to get goodies with my link. Sorry, I digress. So go sign up, get a free account, come mock trade with me, and let's get to the mock trading. Okay. So I just claimed $500. So so in reality, I only have $500. Okay. But when you add 100x leverage, that $500, okay, slide this to 100x. Okay, now we're 100x on both long and short. Okay. Now, what most people do, like I showed on yesterday's video, is they will take that $500 and that 100x leverage and blow it on one trade. Okay. But if you do 500 times 100, get your calculator out. What's 500 times 100? It's easy math, but not for some people. So we'll do 500 times 100x. $50,000. Okay. So you're working with $50,000. Or the way that it's Oh, look, it looks like it's bouncing off of the parallel, or it could be bouncing off yesterday's middle price. Regardless, it's bouncing there. Okay. So if you didn't get in on this candle here, it's still, you could still, I mean, market structure, that's still a good place to enter here. Okay. So what would you do? You would enter long here, put a super tight stop loss below this green wick. Okay. And then hope that we're going, not hope, but just wait and see. Okay. You just have to be patient. And a lot of people cannot be patient. And so trading is not for them. But that's okay. Okay. This type of trading is not for them. Right. So, regardless, this is still a good place to enter with a tight stop loss. Okay. And probably you could scale out 50% here and 100% here. Or if you follow along with me as well. So what I teach on my live videos usually is how to scalp. If we're being honest, okay, that's what you're doing here is you're scalping. But inside my mastermind, I teach a no lose strategy. Okay. And if you want to learn that strategy, well, then you have to join my mastermind. Sorry, that's all there is to it. Okay. So regardless of what strategy you use, if you follow market structure here and price is staying in this parallel channel, then entering here could be a good place to enter. But sorry, I digressed again. And I just remembered that I was going to show you something. So let me show you that now. Let's delete this parallel channel. Okay. Because watch this. Okay. If you delete this parallel channel, and you redraw it on there, like this, let's say. Okay, it could become just a sideways channel, which is what it looks like to me. It looks more like a sideways channel than a parallel channel to me. Because, I mean, clearly, if you look at the downward price action, that is a clear defined direction. Price right now does not really have a clear defined direction. Well, it does, sideways. It's been going up and down and up and down and up and down, but it hasn't been going up significantly or down significantly. Just it's kind of just been staying in this price range. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this time of year is usually pretty choppy. It's not so obviously this downward action here. Whoops. All right, let's set this here. Okay. So that's a pretty good range that we've been in there. And this downward action here. So after we hit 126,000 up here, and then it seems we've found some type of support here at 80,000, the 80,000 range. Okay. But maybe the beginning of the year could be it could be a fake out. So the beginning of the year could be more dumping, a more downward price action before more upward price action. But it could also, the beginning of the year, we could just pop and climb out of this sideways action really fast. So if you're a position trader, now would be a good time to enter your long and short positions and wait for the price to decide which way it's going to go. And then once it decides which way it's going to go, cut your short or cut your long and pile in whichever direction it decides to go. Okay. So that's what you would do as a position trader. As a scalper, which is what you do if you're trading every day, then you're a scalper. You could, or they call it day trading, right? But really what you're doing is you're scalping because you're not staying in your position longer than a day. You're in and out all day long. That is scalping. And you can make a lot of money doing that. But that is not what we teach inside the mastermind. Inside the mastermind, we teach how to stack more Bitcoin. You just stack Bitcoin upon Bitcoin upon Bitcoin. And you make sure that you never position yourself to get liquidated. You only place trades that stack you more Bitcoin. And I promise you, this is not a gimmick. It's not like, oh yeah, just come and join the mastermind. Or I'm not just saying it so you come and join the mastermind. Inside the mastermind is high-level thinkers like me who network together, who close deals together, who pool resources together, and who just build badass shit. That's what we do. That's all we do. Okay? So you can come and join me and help me build and help me, or you don't. I don't really care. Because I know the value inside the group. Sorry, I digress again, which I do a lot, which is why you love me, right? So we're in a sideways channel here, just going sideways because what happened is this happens on a small scale as well as a large scale. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Okay. So on a large scale, you could say, or a grand scale, that this was manipulation here. This got everybody to think that we're going to the moon. And then look what happened. It's just been destroyed for weeks. Okay. And then it found a bottom. And then we've just been accumulating. Here is what they call it. So probably what's going to happen next month. Okay. You got to always zoom out. All right. So let's zoom out to the monthly chart. It's still not good, but it's all right, I guess. All right, so monthly chart. So, and then as you can see there on the monthly chart, so again, why I like to use parallel channels. You got your support here, resistance here, and we're still respecting both. So you're going to have to wait for next month to open here, right? And probably what's going to happen is next month, when next month opens, price will go a certain direction. That will be the manipulation. And then the distribution will be the real move. And so you can't know that until it happens. And so what do we do in the meantime? We just stack Bitcoin all day, every day. Stack more Bitcoin, as much Bitcoin as possible. That's all that matters right now. You know why? Because now that Wall Street has access to Bitcoin with the ETFs, they can manipulate the price through paper products. They've been doing it, and they do it with gold. With any paper product, paper instrument that they can control and manipulate, they will. That's why we love Bitcoin. Because once you own it and you hold it and you store it in self-custody and you become sovereign financially, we don't care if they manipulate the price. Because why? Because we watch the price every day and we respond to the price and we make and stack more Bitcoin regardless if the price is going up or down. It doesn't matter if the price is going up or down. We just stack more Bitcoin. We buy Bitcoin on red days and we scale out and take profits and stack more Bitcoin on green days. That is the no lose strategy right there. Free alpha for you if you're on the live still. What did I say? I always drop golden nuggets at the end. Well, indeed, that is a golden nugget right there. If you would like to learn how to stack Bitcoin upon Bitcoin and just accumulate more Bitcoin without ever losing your Bitcoin, just stacking more of it, stacking more of the hardest asset on planet Earth that you can then take into decentralized finance land and borrow against. And it doesn't matter if you have good credit, bad credit, no credit. Doesn't matter if you own a house, if you have any assets, because Bitcoin is pristine collateral. You can go into decentralized finance land, and this is why I say the banks and Wall Street are behind. Bitcoin has been pristine collateral for over a decade now. You've been able to borrow against it in decentralized finance land for over a decade. The banks are just getting started. They are so behind, it's not even funny. So if you position yourself, again, if you position yourself like we have been positioning ourselves ahead of the bank for the past decade, well, that just creates new wealth, new power structures, and that's where we're at. So you either accept it and generate huge amounts of wealth from it, or you get left behind. I'm not going to get left behind this time. Not this time. I missed the .com bubble. I'm not going to miss the crypto bubble. Nope, not this time. I am positioned so perfectly, it's not even funny. So if you want to go deep on this stuff, like I do, go deep, deep, deep. Join me Thursday nights, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Actually, JK, let's do this Thursday will be, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Sorry, just gonna have to deal with that glare. I can't get rid of it. Like going outside today and covering it up. So just deal with the glare there. Sorry about that. So that's a beautiful look at the monthly chart there. Let's zoom in now a little bit. Go to the weekly. All right. So as you can see, price is just staying inside that channel, and we've been going sideways for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going on 6 weeks. So could be a fake out, could be a breakout. We do not know, and we will not know until it happens. That's why we just watch the price and respond to whatever happens on the chart. So back to the daily there, super zoomed in, but as you can see, we got the bottom of the blue channel and the top of the blue parallel channel. So if you were on yesterday's video or the day before's, I talked about this as well. Always draw your support and resistance lines and your parallel channels on the higher time frames. And then you go down to the lower time frame to scalp. So if you wanted to scalp right now, you go probably, so you start here, right? So there's no real bias here. You could technically say we're in a bearish bias right here. But you could also say that we're in a bullish bias. This could just be a pullback from this previous low. But it could be it's a lower low than this low. But it hasn't gone below here though. Bitcoin, man, I tell you, it's just the price action in Bitcoin, some people can't handle it because it's all over the place, which it is. And the reason why it's all over the place is because of the bots. The bots are just constantly trading 24/7, 365, in and out, in and out, in and out. Tiny little trades here and there. They are programmed to do so. When price goes down, they buy. When price goes up, they sell. Same strategy that we use, but they are programmed and we are humans. So they can do it without emotion. We have to deal with emotion. So that's why the crypto and Bitcoin charts look how they do, is because you got human traders and you got algorithm traders, bots. So as you can see there on the higher time frame, we're staying in the parallel channel. And then on this lower time frame here, doesn't want to work for me this time. Let's try it again here. Zoom in. So let's go here. There we go. It's better. All right. Let's try this one more time. Does not want to work for me. You could do that. See, you could say that that's the parallel channel. That's the thing with parallel channels. You can draw. And I mean, that's the thing with charting as well, is you can draw anything on a chart, right? And say that, oh yeah, it's that. That's what it is, right? But that's not how it works. Everybody knows that that's not how it works. And so get rid of that there. And just use your Fibonacci and the lines you draw on there yourself. That is the best way to do it. 100% hand down, without a doubt. No questions asked. And if you've never done this before and you don't understand it, well, then you can't really have an opinion either. And so until you've put in the hours and the training that I have, then you can't have an opinion about it. I mean, you can, but it's not a valid one, especially when you come to me and try to argue with me about it. So good luck with that one. All right. So are we going higher? Are we going lower? Nobody knows. Only time will tell. And it's Christmas Eve, y'all. So remember the reason for the season. Be kind to each other out there. I preach it every day. Peace, love, prosperity. I love you. Peace.